I don't know, Derpy's waiting. But yeah, so it was the gameplay trailer came out came out yesterday. It was the first gameplay, and it was like Red Hood and Nightwing, and it looks so good. It looks so good. So I'm like super hyped for it. And then this morning, I guess the news came out yesterday, but I saw it this morning that it got canceled from PS4 and Xbox One. So it's only gonna be new consoles. There's only gonna be PS5 and Xbox Series X. And I was like, how are you gonna do that, man? I'm like, no one has a fucking PlayStation, and I'm not gonna buy an Xbox. Like
yeah, but you might have to go ahead to get the PS5, even though you can't find them and they can't find it.
Yeah, that and that's all I was doing a lot this morning was like where can I buy one? Where can I buy one? And it's just it's still sucked. And then I saw,
you know why though, right?
The scalpers.
Exactly. Well, no, they can't get the equipment here. They can't produce it.
Yeah, I heard that, but well, I heard it's the chip shortage, which because since it runs off SSD, like an M.2 SSD, so the chip shortage. But I heard it's better though, so the chip shortage is not as bad as it once was.
Then why wouldn't you produce more? That's what I don't understand.
It's that's what I was trying to tell. Like somebody like on what was it on Facebook. I was like, dude, I'm like, it's the scalpers. And they're like, he goes, yeah, but they sold all the ones that they sold. But I'm like, yeah, but I was like, it's an ecosystem. It's like, there's no demand for the games because no one has a system. So there's no supply for the system. You see, like, there's it's a circle. It's like the people need to have the consoles so they can buy all the accessories. They can buy the game, the monthly payments, all the accessories, all this stuff. But you need a console.
So, but and then what they're saying is that they're going to provide the games. You only get to play these new games on this new console, so you have to figure out find a way to get it.
Find a way to get one.
Yeah,
and it's just super annoying because I was like, the only
$900 for a $500 system. Yeah,
I mean that's crazy. I mean, the only way they could do is if they produce more, but it's too. All of last year they didn't hit their target sales. So their target sales for PS5s didn't happen. But I'm like, yeah, I was like, because they're not going to produce more because not enough people are playing PS5 games because there's not enough PS5s out in households because only a dozen people bought every single console. So yeah, you made 1,000 consoles, but only 10 of those consoles are actually being played. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it's a circle like that. That's what I was trying to tell somebody. It was like, that's what scalpers do when they're trying to make a buck. But you're losing at it.
Yeah, you can't get anywhere else. And who's going to pay? I mean, I'm looking online. It's like $780, $800, $900 for a console that retails $499.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. So I was like so pissed off. I was like, why are you gonna do that, man? Like, I get they're trying to push the PS5, but I was like, but you need to you need to sell more PS5s. I mean, you need to not sell, but you need to have more people to have them. Mm-hmm. Like one person's hoarding them. It's I mean, yeah, they get their $500, but they don't get the $20 a month plus the $60 every time a game comes out, plus this and that. So it's like that's kind of the problem where it is. It's like you get the $500 and that's it. Where it's the $500 is only a gateway to spending $5,000 for the next few years.
Or my monthly thing that still comes out on my account right now by Xbox.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
Like,
and also Xbox kind of shot itself in the foot because like I can play Xbox games on my computer.
Yeah.
Like I have the Xbox Pass thing, and I'm able. I don't know why I have it because I hardly play any Xbox games on my computer, but it's there if I want it.
Money's not in the consoles, and the money's in the games, really. And then you can download
the game. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like, yeah, all the microtransactions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the game you can't do that if no one has the damn console.
How many times have you bought different armor? Like, yeah,
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, Call of Duty. There's a new Snoop Dogg skin that just came out.
What?
Yeah. It came out I think it came out on 420, but it's Snoop Dogg.
So I'm never going to buy that. And then next week you'll see a transaction on my account. Snoop Dogg skin. Like what? How?
Yeah. Yeah. So we haven't officially started yet. But Derpy said, I could be better. I'm very depressed. I saw the leaks and Obi-Wan. It's gonna suck. I also read the leaks. I don't. One, I do
suck, but I do think. I mean, it's going to be very short, and I don't know how.
Did you read the leaks?
I didn't read
the full leaks. No, don't.
They
don't.
had them all. No, definitely. I don't want to.
Yeah, I kind of by accident, and then I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm already halfway through the leak. Might as well finish it. I can see why people are upset if this is the case. It might not even be the case. Like he's saying, like the leak. I mean, it was also leaked that everyone in Hollywood was supposed to be in Doctor Strange. We were supposed to see Wolverine and Tom Cruise and Emma Watson and all these people in this movie, and we didn't. So the leaks could be wrong.
But
it all kind of
the reshoots is so they cut a lot of that stuff out. They still have that. They still have all the property. I mean, they finally talked about Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I saw that.
I
saw that. But I don't know, man. It kind of depends on how you feel about certain things. I don't mind if that's the way they take it. I don't mind it as much. But I could see why people that didn't like the prequels might not like the sequels. I'm sorry, sequels. Might not like this, but I didn't think it was that bad. Like when the leaks came out and I found out what it was, and I looked, a lot of people were complaining about it, but I'm like, it could be worse. It could be way, way, way worse. I'm just going to say bad.
I'm going to say this. No matter what was released, no matter what information was going to be released, 50% of people are going to hate it. No matter what you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said, we're going to make it perfect in every way for every gamer, every fanboy, whoever read watched any of this stuff is going to love this, and half the people will be like, it's just you're doing the same story over. Like it doesn't matter what you do, they're going to still complain about it. So I said with the sequels, you stick with it. If you're going to do something, stick to your guns. Just don't waffle back and forth.
Yeah, they should have. It's a bait and switch though. I mean, if you're talking about what the leak is, it could be a big bait and switch. Where they tell you it's this and then something else happens, which that's happened a lot in Hollywood, where there's a leak, and it's like a forced leak. So it either most of the time it lowers expectations. So when it delivers, it's since you already got your expectations lowered, and it comes out and it's great, you're just like, oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever. And I can see them definitely doing something with this.
They need to do that though.
Yeah,
that's Marvel's known for.
Yeah, or just at Disney.
I don't see that. They have done such a bad job with the last couple releases, and even the marketing, I believe, of Star Wars has been bad. They're marketing poorly, so I'm hoping that they're trying to change that around.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like Marvel, they, like it or not, they listen to the fans with Mr. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was great. There are a few people that are like, oh, it's stupid. I was like, he's a great actor. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, he's a great actor. His wife's a great actor. But
amazing.
Yeah. So they do tend to listen to the fans, but they still kind of do their own thing. Where Star Wars, I don't think they're listening to any of the fans.
But now you
Yeah, well, they listened to the fans from one thing, and then they went super hardcore the opposite way of what the fans were saying. That I was like, there's a line you need to follow. But he said the leaks sound legit because it's totally something Disney would do, though. Yeah, I agree. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. If that's the way it it goes. It was pretty much the leaks on the end of the series, like how the ending happens.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't mind it as much, because ultimately it's a prequel, so where the story is gonna end already.
Yeah.
It's just how you gonna create and solve a conflict within X amount of time, because you already know
What
where it
happened?
has to end. Yeah. Because you already know how it starts, so you have to know how this ends. So, that's kind of the bad thing about prequels. You're working in certain,
Yeah, in the box basically, because you already know the beginning and the end, and all you do is learn going on the journey. So it has to be a good journey in the middle.
Yeah, and that's why I loved Rogue One. That's why I loved Rogue One, because it took you on a really good journey, and you knew how it was going to end, but it was still so really enjoyable.
But what was the number one complaint? It didn't matter.
Yeah. Like you didn't. Oh,
do it.
The one I heard a lot was like, oh, you didn't develop the characters. I'm like, it wasn't about the characters, because you already knew what was going to happen to the characters. It was about the story.
Dead. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like that they took that one little detail that was really silly in the first one with the hole, the weakness. It was like, all right, we're gonna explain it, and I thought it was a good explanation, and it was a fun story. So I don't know how they're gonna make a spin-off, because what's his name? Diego Luna is getting his spin-off, which I'm like, how is that gonna happen?
Okay. I thought everyone was gone.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a prequel kind of thing.
What do you say?
Okay. I know, but the ending, Tank. It's very cheesy way to finish a story. I don't know. I don't know if it's cheesy. I mean, it is a little bit. It is a little bit.
That's a Disney way of doing things, though.
Yeah, it's definitely very Disney, and you have to tie up loose ends. I mean, there's that's it, again with prequels. There's its end, but now you gotta create a loose end and then end that loose end. That's just how prequels work, so we'll see. Hopefully not McGregor. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. I was the wrong Irish guy, or Italian. Well, not Italian. Ian. Ian. What the hell's his name?
Ian
McGregor.
McGregor, right?
Yeah. I think he's a good enough actor to carry a story like that. Graphics look pretty good too, so I'm for it. Force Awakens 2.0.
Hey.
I was getting more. Force Awakens, I loved. I know you said, but I was getting more.
Force Awakens, so I don't care.
I was getting more Rise of Skywalker vibes from the leaks than Force Awakens.
I did not like Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker was better than The Last Jedi. That's why it could be worse. It could be worse.
He says better than The Last Jedi. It's just like saying, I have the world's tallest midget. I'm 4'2". Like, it doesn't matter. You're still 4'2". It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but I was getting more Rise of Skywalker vibes from it, but we'll see. I think it's just gonna be cool. Like, just even if the ending does kind of get a little cheesy, I think the story leading up to it is gonna be pretty good. Good action.
I mean, after what we had from the Obi-Wan, the movie about the last Star Wars movie,
last Star Wars movie,
yeah.
The last movie was Rise of Skywalker.
The one in between, the one was about with Chewie and Solo, and how bad Solo was, which that was horrible.
Really, I didn't mind. It wasn't great by any means, but I didn't mind it. It was not good, but it got a lot of hate where I'm like, it didn't deserve that much hate. It was better than some. I think it was better than Last Jedi, obviously, and I think I liked it probably a little bit more than Rise. But I mean, it still had a lot of issues, and it was kind of goofy and cheesy.
That was more cheesy, and it was like, what's the point of even doing this? I mean, Han Solo is one of the coolest, the coolest characters in all Star Wars, and it was just stupid.
Yeah. Oh, the sequels. Yeah. It's not just it's the sequels 2.0 kind of. I get what you're saying. Yeah. That definitely. If you didn't like the sequels, I think most people that don't like the sequels are not gonna like at least how it finishes up. But
even when I said about the sequels, I just said they had the Force Awakens. They should have stayed on that path. If they stayed on that path, I think they would have had 3 movies that would have made sense. And I think people will still would have got hate, but at least it would have made sense instead of going back and forth like a floppy fish.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how, like, sometimes you're like, all right, like, you have to like trust the plan. You have to be like, hold on, we got a plan. Sit tight. I saw where they were gonna go with it. And even what's her name? Daisy Ridley was at the end of that movie. She goes, "Oh, you don't know who Rey's parents are? I thought it was pretty obvious." I was like, "Well, obviously you don't know because they changed it on YouTube, I guess."
They changed everything. That's the thing. And I heard that she was reading the script and they're like, "Why did you change everything?" Everybody was upset about it.
Everyone was like that.
John Boyega was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
This is not what I signed up for. What you guys talking about?
I mean, I get why John Boyega was so pissed.
Because he was the entire character, and the whole story his arc made no sense.
Yeah, and I thought his his could have been one of the cooler stories in Star Wars. It's like a stormtrooper gone rogue. You could have gave him a really cool story.
A stormtrooper turns into a Jedi. That's what it should be. Plain and simple.
Yeah. That would have been super, super. I guess they were trying. I don't know if you watched the Lego holiday special.
Yeah.
Did you? They were kind of going at that where Rey was teaching Finn.
Mm-hmm. But
by then it was like
it should have happened in movie 2.
Yeah, in an actual movie.
Yeah, like movie 2, the second. Just I don't know. They did so bad with that. So I don't know.
I agree. Let me throw my sweater on real quick. I'll go like this.
Yeah.
Although, let me get something to drink because I talk. Give me 1 second.
All right. I'll wait for Tate to get back before we go over it.
All right. What is up, everyone? We got 4 people in chat already. What Derpy say?
Hey, let's get this.
Go ahead.
Let's get this crazy KK butted in and cut the original plastic for Kenobi. So yeah, if it doesn't tell you how it's going to go, then I don't know, fellas. I don't know. I don't know the plans, basically.
Yeah. Catherine Kennedy. I mean, there's so many of the toxic fanboys that are like, oh, a woman ruined Star Wars, and that's why, like, if anybody criticizes Star Wars, you're just sexist.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I mean, even my girlfriend.
Fulfilling prophecy. It's like you say that, but she's literally doing it. Like it's it's literally happening.
That's why for me, it's like it's not because of what she's a woman or whatever. It's because you just ruin the story. Like, you just are bad at storytelling, and it's not like that's anything new. I mean, George Lucas and Steven Spielberg said you like Catherine Kennedy was just a glorified coffee person back in the day. So it's like,
why are you doing all this stuff? Why are you?
I mean, honestly, the job should have went to Filoni, because Filoni was the protege that was being trained by George Lucas. in the cartoons, but Filoni didn't have the name that he has now that he has. I really thought Filoni was going to take over for Catherine Kennedy, and then they extended her contract for another like 4 years or something like that. But I'm pretty sure when she's gone, Filoni's going to come in, and I think he's going to, I don't want to say fix things, but make things a little bit more tolerable.
Do you think it could survive it?
4 more years, yeah. They don't have any major plans. They're just going to write Mando for the next couple of years.
You can't mess this up.
Yeah,
baby Yoda, gonna go Grogu. Yeah. We're good.
Exactly. Yeah, and then Ahsoka's gonna come out. That looks awesome. So everything Filoni's doing, Filoni's gonna keep it alive. And then I don't know how much you know, but there's the Acolyte, that's coming out. That's gonna be a Disney show too, but that's gonna follow the newer storyline that's in the books right now that the books are not doing well. Because there's the books and the comic books, and they are not doing well. And it's supposed to be like, what age? So like Yoda, but Yoda's like really young in this one. In this story. And even then they're kind of ruining things, like how like there's a part where a girl passes her Padawan test and she becomes like a Jedi. So there's the whole like knighting ceremony kind of thing. This is like in the first book. So I don't know, spoilers. But she's in front of all these Jedis, and she starts to like cry because she's so happy. I was like, wait a minute.
That's the wrong thing to do. I mean,
that's not what emotion Jedi. So yeah, a lot of people are saying it's not good, but I guess it's supposed to set up this really, really super bad person, and the ending of all the stories is going to be the Acolyte, whatever, on Disney Plus. But that's going to be Catherine Kennedy's thing. So she's in charge of all that. So you have all the Filoni stuff going on with Mando and all that. She's going to be in charge of that. So people are already mad. And then she brought on Brie Larson, is going to be in the show. Who's already like,
everyone already hates her.
You know, I mean, I think they hate her for like stupid reasons. I think. I mean, but
I agree.
You know,
but when you're hating, I mean, why bring more hate? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you know. So, I mean, she's not that great of an actress. I'm just gonna like flat out. That's not. I don't like her because she's an average actress. You know, I don't think she can't carry a film by herself. That's why I think why Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel wasn't the greatest, is just she's not a leading actress. She's a supporting actress.
Yeah, but that's okay because you should have had enough with Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, they had other stars there, so she didn't have to carry it. Jude Law, exactly. I feel like the writing just wasn't up to snuff.
Yeah, it was, the whole thing was kind of weird. It's how they wrote it, not because they are women. Yeah, that's how I am. You know, it's like how like people like you get called out a lot, like oh, you're just sexist because you hate women. That's why you don't like The Last Jedi. But I'm like, that's the opposite. I mean, what is women powerful like powerful for women in The Last Jedi? Rey is like whooped on Kylo. Is like, I can change him, I love him, I can change him. Isn't that like the definition of like a toxic relationship?
Exactly.
You know, it's like, you know, so that's, you know, stuff like that. I was like, you know, there's I think issues, but you know, you want to blame it on one thing, which is kind of say, but it was very badly written. And he goes, honestly, I'd rather have seen Finn be Jedi than Rey. His arc would have been cooler, not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind seeing both of them.
Exactly. Rey could be a Jedi, and she showed both of them. Finn, and Finn already has, you know, the feeling, and he feels the Force. You know, he's Force sensitive. So why couldn't they both be it? You know, and they were still going on their own arc. They didn't. You know, I know people had a problem with them trying to say if they're going to be together. They don't have to be together. They could just both be Jedi. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. I don't think that there should not have been. I don't mind love stories.
There
should not have been a love story.
There was no reason, especially in the second movie. There was no reason.
Yeah, if you wanted to do one, I think you should have done it in the third one when you find the other stormtrooper, the female.
Yeah,
like that makes more sense. It was like, oh shit, you're like me, You know, like you also hate it. You know, you're
War.
fighting, and you wind up being freaking, Lando's daughters. You know, I think they hinted at that.
Yeah.
So it was like that. It could have been a cool. That could have been cool. Like that should have been a little love story. You know, not, but
so many.
Just. But I don't mind Rey being it. But I think Rey should not have been a Palpatine.
Yeah.
She should have been, I think, a Kenobi.
Yeah,
I think
sounds perfect. Yeah, and then this series would have been great.
Yeah, because then it would have been him protecting Luke and finding love, by accident. So and then he's fighting internally. Do I have to be a Jedi, or do I kind of leave a little bit of that behind and move forward? And
because he's not,
that would have made more sense.
It would have been that internal conflict. That would have been great.
And then it would have been a little bit more like, oh shit, I kind of understand what Anakin was going through now. We're
starting a petition. Tank is now in charge of Star Wars. We're starting a petition tonight.
Man, like, come on, man. It's really not that hard. It's. I mean, Star Wars kind of writes itself. I don't know.
Agreed.
I don't know. I said, but his role was Gag Ray. Yeah. All it was. Poor John Boyega. And Boyega is a really good, really good
actor. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We were saying something where we were like, who would he be perfect as? Shit. I forgot who. I remember this is a while ago too. Damn. Like he would have been a good blah blah blah. I think you were saying MCU maybe.
Had a person too.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember. I cannot remember. Yeah.
No, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, damn. I forgot what we were saying. Derper said, Star Wars Force Awakens equals the one where Disney kills Han Solo, Star Wars The Last Jedi, or then the one where Disney kills Luke Skywalker, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, the one where Disney kills Leia or Organa. Yeah. Force Awakens. I am kind of upset. Like, I don't mind them killing Han like that
for a good story, and
for a good reason.
And that's why I didn't have a problem with Force Awakens. But then you kill Luke, and you had to, we had to kill Luke because the story was too terrible, and he didn't want to be part of it anymore. He was like, "No, I'm done. I'm going back to Batman. I'll go be the Joker. Forget all this other stuff because this is stupid." That's why he had to kill Luke.
I mean, he would have. I mean, obviously he came back because he wanted to be part of it. Oh, that's what we're saying. Eddie Brock. We were saying John Boyega would be an awesome Eddie Brock.
Yeah, his personality
opposite to Tom Holland.
Yep.
Yeah,
I like that personality.
He's already buff. That's what it was. Yeah, damn, he would be I just remembered it. I'm like, yeah, he would be a great Eddie Brock. Just tell him pump some more iron, get a little bit bigger. Yeah,
here we go. Let's go.
Enough ranting about Star Wars. Oh man,
Star Wars for half an hour.
It's all. I mean, it's really all over the news because Den of Nerds, who I think we both follow. He went on a big rant about it, but he does a show with Star Wars Theory, and Star Wars Theory, I guess, I haven't been keeping up, but I think he said he doesn't want to know the leaks. Like he wants his initial viewing to be his initial reaction to it, which makes sense. Which kind of I hope you stay away from leaks.
Yeah, because
I couldn't help myself.
I just want to just enjoy or not enjoy. Because I feel like that also hurt me for the whole Doctor Strange. I paid attention to everything with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. So when I didn't get what I thought I was going to get, because my mind just starts running wild. It's like, this is what you should do this. You should do this. You focus on these things. And when they don't do that, you immediately disappointed.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not a bad movie. It's just not the movie you thought you were going to go get.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's like it. It should have been one trailer, then a teaser, and then that's it. Instead, it was we got 5, 6 trailers, a dozen teasers,
and they pushed it back, and that's what changed everything. Pushed it back
yeah,
after Spider-Man, changed everything.
yeah.
All right,
So,
let's get on with the
uh,
show. You want to watch some trailers? We'll talk about Halo. Let's do these things.
yeah, yeah. Also, then real quick, we're at 198 subscribers. Super freaking awesome. We got in a couple more just in the past couple days, which is super cool. So if you're watching live, man, let somebody know. Come check us out. We are gonna do a giveaway. We don't know yet. We've been kind of busy, but we are gonna talk. Probably ask Will too and some of the other Nerd Huddle guys and figure out a good a good giveaway for something for 200 subs.
Yeah.
So once we hit 200 subs, we'll announce something shortly after that, and then we'll do a cool giveaway. So yeah. So make sure you let your friends go tell your parents, go subscribe.
I was thinking like, okay, what do we give a Netflix subscription gift card? You know, should we?
Is
I don't
that
know.
even a thing?
Yeah, I've seen them. So I
Oh,
was like, we can just
oh.
give subscriptions away. Like, here you go. We're giving up 5 or whatever.
When one day we'll get to that level that who's that? It was Emergency Awesome.
Yeah,
They're
everything
giving away
always
like
with
PlayStation, everything.
PS5s.
I was like, damn, man,
I'm
you're
giving up PS5 after the next 200,000.
I
I,
know.
I guess if you can do that.
Like is he the scalper? That he's the reason why we ran up PS5s,
Exactly.
giving them all away. I'm the only derp that matters, aka sub. I'm a spoiled derp. That's why.
We'll do something like
Yeah.
we'll have a video. We'll do with comments, and since you leave the most comments, you have the most names in the box, and we'll tell everyone comment as much as you can.
Yeah. That'll be actually pretty good. The more comments you leave on videos,
The more names you get in the box, and then we'll pick something. But Derp will have like 2,000. We'll be good.
just give them the gift. I got to pull up these trailers.
Yeah, I almost feel like we should talk about Halo first because I thought it was such a terrible episode.
Oh yeah, dude.
I always want to get that out the way, and then we can watch some trailers afterwards. Because I mean, they're trying to warn me. He literally tried to warn me.
Here, let me officially start the Halo talk. All right. Go ahead. This is episode 7, right?
Episode 7, yes.
Yeah. They said he would have over 9,000.
Exactly.
That is, I've been making a list of different clips I need. That is definitely going to go on the list of clips. I love Dragon Ball.
But yeah, no, I wish watching this episode really just kind of hurt me a little bit. It's like how do you have the best episode? Episode 6 was the best episode Halo had. Period.
Yeah.
It had action.
So far, yeah.
It had a good story. Everyone was in it. All stuff was going over. People
good cliffhanger.
Everything. Yeah. Everything you wanted. I mean, even Master Chief about to kill somebody, about to kill Halsey. I mean, it was unbelievable. Episode 7 is by far the worst episode that they've done. And I'm starting off this whole conversation by saying it's the worst episode that they've done. Quan Ha, I've been telling you for the last 6 weeks. She's terrible. I don't care about her. I don't care. You're like, oh,
Revenge of the Quans.
It's exactly what it is. Like, if she would have was an extra that got blown up like episode 3, I've been like, oh, okay. And then that'll been it. So like they almost wasted Soren on her. It's the story.
Seriously.
It's terrible.
Seriously, there had to have been other ways to introduce Soren besides a glorified bodyguard. And even what do you do now? Because the way it ended is like, what do you do with Soren now? Like he's
going to join the fight once the Halo stuff gets introduced.
Yeah,
because Master Chief and the rest of I mean, I think they almost are setting up that the Spartans are going to kind of split up a little bit, and then Master Chief is going to be on one side, and Soren's going to come to his defense, and he's going to say, "I told you."
Mhm.
You know, he's going to ask about where's Quan Ha, and then he's going to tell, "I left her on the planet. She's doing her own revolution thing," and they're going to go back, and they're all going to revisit all of them together. And this is all going to happen like in the next 2 episodes.
Well, yeah, it has. There's only 2 left, right?
Exactly. So, I
Yeah,
think they're still going to have a story. That's why they gave this story to Quan Ha, but who cares? Like,
yeah.
nothing changed from the beginning of this episode to the end of that episode. Nothing in Halo changed. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing major. I mean, because I felt like like her thing with the planet is a side thing, unless they did, which I'm assuming that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make her planet important of something.
That's where you're
It's gonna have
use 2 artifacts to be able to actually have the Halo begin.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the center of the universe is that planet or something stupid where it has to be like summoned there. Yeah. Not too excited about that. She's like I said, she's just boring.
That's what the seers, whatever. The seers that she went to go see, that's what they basically said, that you are a protector of this planet because this is important in the grand scheme of the battle. So that's why I believe it's going to happen. I believe that everything there is going to be important. So that's the reason why they gave her episode, but no one cares about the episode. You could did a quick flashback. This is what happened. Quan was able to do blah 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 and kick this other guy off. Could have been like a 10-minute segment and not have to worry about the entire episode with nothing else happening. How you gonna have an episode of Halo no Master Chief the entire episode?
That's true. Yeah, it's like having a Moon Knight, a Moon Knight show with no Moon Knight in it.
Or Boba Fett was all about the Mandalorian. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. He says, the real reason she was made a character stop the Asian hate movement. That's why my reason. You don't have to put this up. I don't know, because I feel like that, like, because you make a character before you kind of cast the person. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was going to be a thing all along. Like, oh, this character is going to have this because it's going to be part of the story somehow, and then, I think like after you make the character or you make the story of that character, then you kind of find a person, because if you find a person and then make a story off of the person, that's always going to fail, because you need to have the person with the story or the character with the story and then fill in with who fits that.
Well, see, I wasn't sure about that until you just said what you just said, which means because I feel like this whole Quan Ha is failing. Because I think they're wasting Soren, they're wasting time. So it's possible that I'm not saying directly true, but definitely something that they wanted to. It's almost like they're trying to fit something in that doesn't fit, that shouldn't be there. Yeah. There's no need for us to care about this character, and guess what? No one cares about this character.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, like, I'm all for like representation and stuff like that. When you shoehorn anything in, it never works because it's not meant to be there. You know what I mean? Like, it needs to happen organically and purposefully. And that's why like just talk about like representation and stuff like that. Why I didn't really I won't say mind it. I didn't even notice it or even think twice about it, like in Doctor Strange, because it was there from the beginning, because that's how the character was created and stuff like that. Yeah. But even with like Our Flag Means Death, which was very like LGBT representation, but it was made to be like that. So it that's why the story was great, is because it was part of the story and it wasn't just shoehorned in.
Yeah.
So I mean, if she was shoehorned in and that's what they did, I mean,
it kind of sucks. When you're a kid, when you see you have a square hole and you have a square that fits, you have a circle hole and a circle, it fits. Then you have a rectangle and you have a triangle hole and you're trying to make it fit. Like, dude, it just doesn't fit. That's how it feels like when I'm watching her. Like, there's no reason for, and there's no reason to have an entire episode when you only have 9 focusing on her.
Especially this late in the season. Like, if you're going to do something like this should have been done episode 3 at the latest. Episode 3, maybe even episode 2. You know, like by this time, it should all be about Master Chief right now. Because that's who the main character is. You know,
I think she's just annoying. She's an annoying little girl, and she's doing things, and you're sitting there watching her doing. You're like, why the hell is she doing that? Why are you doing this? Who do you think you are that you know better to do this?
Right.
You're causing more problems.
Right. Even there's parts in this episode where like she gets like, no spoilers, I don't know. Where she gets like was it the like drugged or hallucinates and she fights Master Chief, but she keeps getting her ass kicked. I didn't get that. And I was like, is she I guess is she still mad at him? You know, I don't, even though she knows like it wasn't fully his fault, you know, and then also he also saved you. I just didn't get that. I'm like, why is she so mad at Master Chief still?
I think she's still mad at him for leaving her. I think
maybe.
I think that's what it is about her being left. Her no longer having a father, you know, looking at him like someone who saves me. The next person, you know, I could look at is someone with respect and someone that's going to protect me, and he left me too, and left me with this strange man, you know, with a put together arm. You know, I think that's what it is. She misses him.
Yeah, I can see that. Like you were supposed to be the one protecting me. You're supposed to be on this journey with me.
I believe we're going to hear that exactly those words in the next episode, because they're going to come back and see it, and she's like, "You're the one supposed to be the one that was." Once again, sound like a little spoiled girl. Not realizing we're in the middle of a universe, a war of this entire galaxy, and you're want to make it about you.
Yeah,
like a 14-year-old teenage girl. That's what it is. And that's why I think it's annoying.
Like, which is like exactly what. Yeah. That's what Derpy's saying. That, you know, he says, don't get me wrong, YouTube viewers, Quan was a decent, interesting character, but then got really annoying like actual teenage girl. And then I think that's the ultimate problem, you know, as a character is it's a kid acting like a kid in an adult world, and
during war, like
during war,
gives a crap.
Yeah, you know, like she either should grow up really quick, which is kind of a thing that happens in these kind of scenarios in real life anyway. I mean, not just war, but in life. Or the show doesn't need to be so life or death. You know, it's like you need to kind of pick a lane a little bit, you know, especially with this character, at least.
With Mackie, I mean, she was raised by the Covenant, you know, and she grew up. You gotta be, you can't be just an idiot kid anymore. You have to grow up and be ready to go. You can't be a teenager who's going to rebel.
Yeah,
you know, it's just there's no space for that. There's no place for those things, and I feel like that she's just out of place. Quan's just out of place for me.
Yeah. So I know we talked a lot about her. Well, this whole episode, like you said, was about her, but it ends. I don't know. Do you want? Is there anything before we get into the ending? Because once we get into the ending,
there's nothing else important.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
she's fighting for this war that she didn't believe in the beginning. And then she's mad at everybody else for not believing it, which she didn't believe it the entire time. She's just doing it for the memory of her father. And now she finds out that she's actually important. And she, you know, even the seers didn't believe that she was important. But, you know, she just believed it so hard that she was going to fight it so hard they just gave it to her. They're like, oh, you're a little. Fine, let's take it.
Right here. Yeah. I mean, ultimately that whole dream sequence was her meeting her dead dad and him telling her like, was it a protector?
Yeah,
you know, like him kind of thing. So I didn't get why the guy from the bad guy who's running the planet now, why he was so like
against her.
I'm like, he's
well, it's because her father, you know, he was around even when her father was around, but everyone followed him. Everyone followed her father. Quan's dad.
Yeah.
And I think that he just believes that if she gets too much power, then she's going to end up becoming the leader again, and they'll follow in the memory of him. They will follow her,
Follow her.
and then he once again loses power because he's all about money, power, and respect. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. They said still waiting on Quan to start singing Halo Beyonce.
Halo.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, I said at this point anything can happen with the show after this episode. I mean, there's only two episodes left.
Yeah. Wrap this up.
Yeah.
I mean, but nothing happened between the UN, what is it, the UNSC and the Covenant. Nothing happened at all. Madrigal, I'm sure, has a place, but why do we have to focus so much on Quan? I don't know.
Yeah. It's like I said, at this point in the season, you should be focusing on the main dilemma of the season. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to have these little things that you can like kind of bring up at the end that might play into season 2 and stuff like that. But this is the last 3 episodes, and you gave us a whole story that has nothing to do with the main story. You know, at the end like this, I think it's more disappointing. It just, I feel like this should have been done way early in the season. If you want to do that.
Venture Grath, what do you feel like he is? What is he doing? How do you like his character? Like,
who's that?
The bad guy.
The bad guy? Oh,
yeah. So, like, I feel like he's a space Nazi, right?
Just like, yeah, basically.
Like he's Hitler or whatever. Just like must follow exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's just so bad. Yeah, like, and you know,
basically,
you can actually skip this episode and be fine. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they're saying the same thing. Yeah, skip 7 and focus on 8 and 9. I mean, eight's tonight. Yeah, that's coming out. But yeah, I mean, eight has to pick up where 6 left off.
Yeah.
So
it was so entertaining. 6 was so good. So many things are going on. You know, you didn't know who was going to be on what side. I mean, everything was important. They took an entire episode to show how important Madrigal is. So this really better have some heavy weight to it.
Yeah.
Something that we're going to draw back on. But as of right now, I don't see it. Because it's still only Quan Ha and Soren.
Yeah.
And Quan Ha doesn't have
this could have been.
So she's gonna need Soren eventually to even have an army. So you didn't even need that. All you needed was Soren. They already have that relationship with him and Master Chief.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Soren and John were great friends. They were almost both ran off together. So I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
This should have been a half. Just all this whole episode should have been a half of episode, and then you could have cut to
seeing what's going on with Master Chief or Keys, Dr. Keys, or
yeah,
any of them.
Yeah. Oh, but basically at the end of the episode, there's a big fight. It's a long fight. It's like 15 minutes of it is just fighting and gunfire and stuff like that, which I guess the show likes to do.
There's like 20 people versus Soren, and they all got like machine guns, and he has like a pistol.
Right. Yeah. He has a chest plate and a pistol and whoops everyone's ass. I mean, he gets hit, he gets knocked down, but he ain't gone.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that hurt. I'm good though.
Yeah.
I stuck a drive. Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, right. So, but yeah, so she winds up winning, big explosion and all that crazy stuff, and she gets her planet back, and then Soren takes off, and that's it. That's how it ends. You know,
What's
she's left on the planet. Yeah, has his money, and takes off, and she's, I don't want to say safe, but she's doing her own thing now
in the middle of the desert with no one around her but dead bodies. Yeah, greatness.
What's the worst that happen? Yeah, yeah, but we'll see. But yeah, man, like you said, this is probably your worst episode. I probably agree.
Yeah.
The least interesting, least entertaining episode so far.
Yeah, I feel like it hurts more because it's such a good episode. You know, it's a
Last
really
episode.
good. Yeah, the last episode was such a good one. So 6 being so good, having 7 right behind it. If you were like sitting there just watching all of them, and you would be turned off.
Yeah.
You know, people that binge episodes would see episode 7 and be turned off. Like, why the hell am I still watching this?
Yeah. Well, like what's going on?
Yeah,
I
so
agree.
I think they just did
I agree.
self disservice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been interesting story so far from Derpy. It's been interesting story so far, but as Halo perspective, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I agree.
No, and I want to tell you that this episode I didn't like. I still like the series. I think if it ends great 8 and 9, I think I would like really enjoy the series overall. But I would tell you to skip episode 7.
Yeah, or just watch a 5-minute review on
Yeah,
YouTube
but
or
that's what they're
something.
going to
I
do.
mean, that's all you need.
That's what they're going to do in episode 8. They're going to do a review of what they saw. And
Yeah,
that little
yeah, there you go.
5-minute review is going to be enough for episode 7. You can just skip 7 altogether, watch that 5 minutes, and you're ready to go.
Yep. Yep. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, the next episode has to be good. You know, if this series ends, if this season ends on a down beat, like if it continues this crappy stuff what it did with this episode for the next 2, that is not going to be good going into season 2. Like you're gonna piss off a lot of people. I mean, you already got a bunch of people pissed off.
We're gonna be grading. We're gonna be rating it ourselves, and these last 2 episodes can change my rating. As of right now, I'm like, I'm right there. This is a now. But like this episode specifically, it's not a later. It's a never. It's a what? There's no way time to waste your time on this episode. So you having that low of an episode that makes me think 89. You don't know. It could be. It's just not good. If it's a later, this whole series could be later.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this whole thing, like you said, it ends. How it ends is how you determine the whole season, because it has a good start. But if it doesn't end well, then, it's like, what's the point?
Exactly.
So here, Derpy says, here's my theory for Last of Us show trailer, so Game Awards. What was that? For Last of Us show trailer, Game Awards. What do you mean?
I know The Last of Us. I know that. That's something I've been waiting to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. That's more interesting. Yeah.
I agree with that too. The cat is more interested in episode 7. Yes.
Well, he annoys the hell out of me.
And still, Quan Hai still more annoying.
He just comes up here and like he's like, all right, I'm gonna rub my face on this, I'm gonna rub my face on that. So
at least that's what you're supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to be.
He doesn't want to get off now.
I'm
He's a cat that's afraid of jumping.
Like, I was gonna call him a parrot. A cat parrot.
A parrot, yeah. But cool, man. You just wanna
I mean, Halo,
finish it up.
Don't watch this episode, guys.
Agreed.
That's it. And now I just want to go and watch some trailers and enjoy the rest of this thing because I think Halo. I hope it redeems itself tonight. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, for sure. But cool. Let's get into some new movie trailers. All right. So real quick before we get into that, I saw he said something. Derby said, still waiting on that Last of Us show. Hopefully it's better than this. It's got Pedro Pascal. So that's a good start.
Yeah, it is, especially now. He's running it now.
Oh yeah. So all right. So we got a few trailers. We got Elvis, Cobra Kai, Hustle, and Avatar. So those we're gonna watch those 4 trailers since we don't got any other show to watch so far, or at least this week.
It's coming quickly.
Yeah. So which one do you want to do first?
I'll do Elvis first.
You want to do the Elvis first? All right. Cool. Wait, what Derpy said. There's weirder trailer too.
Yeah, the
Weird Al.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit.
Like,
do you want to do Weird Al or you want to do Hustle?
I do Hustle. Because I can do Weird
Al. Do Hustle?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, I was like, because if we keep 4, because we're already at 55 minutes, I figure 4 trailers are going to probably take us to the end of the show.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot about Weird Al.
Weird Al's good enough that we can see it on Monday. I mean, Daniel Radcliffe being Weird Al is awesome. But every time I see Daniel Radcliffe, I still see Harry Potter. So
Harry Potter. He's pretty jacked in the trailer. There's a part where he's not wearing a shirt, and I was like, damn. I didn't even know Weird Al was that jacked, let alone Daniel Radcliffe. So I was like, okay.
That's what you gotta do if you talk about everybody. You better be ready.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle was like, all right, I'm going to the gym. All of a sudden he got big, and then someone jump on the stage and gets knocked out.
Yeah, that was something. All right, so let's watch that Elvis, right?
Yeah.
All right, before I put the start on, let me make sure it shares your stuff. All right. So we're gonna watch a few trailers tonight. The first one is been out for a little while, but one of our guys in chat, Derpy Gaming, has told us to watch it. So we haven't watched it. I think we watched it separately and stuff, but before we started doing trailer reactions. So we're gonna watch this new trailer. It's called Baz Luhrmann's Elvis is the name of it. Right? How you pronounce the name?
Yeah.
All right.
Luhrmann's. Yeah.
So, yeah. So let's just watch it. Let me know if you can hear it. Yeah.
There are some who make me out to be the villain of this here story.
Let's don't let a good thing die.
Are you born with destiny? Or does it just come knocking at your door?
He's a young singer from Memphis, Tennessee. Give him a warm hayride welcome, Mr. Elvis Presley. Get a haircut, buttercup.
In that moment, I watched that skinny boy transform into a superhero. He was my destiny. I wish to promote you, Mr. Presley.
To a party in the county jail.
Are you ready to fly?
I'm ready to fly.
Tomorrow, all of America will be talking about Elvis Presley.
I can't move, I can't sing.
I'm leaving town today.
Some people want to put me in jail. The well's moving.
They might put me in jail for walking across the street, but you're a famous white boy.
But that's all right.
The way he's singing is God-given, so there can't be nothing wrong with it.
That's all right, Mama.
Senator Kennedy has been shot. Martin Luther King has been shot to death in Memphis.
That's all right for you.
Tragedy, but it has nothing to do with us.
It has everything to do with us.
Oh, my Lord, my darling, I've hungered for your touch.
Reverend once told me, when things are too dangerous to say, sing.
Time goes by
I'm on before the show,
so slow,
and nobody's gonna remember me.
can do so much.
I need to get back to who I really am.
Still more.
And who are you, Oz?
That Johnny Depp?
Oh, it looks like him. I was about
This
that.
thing like him. This can all be over in a flash.
We are the same, you and I. We are two odd, lonely children reaching for eternity. The greatest show on earth.
Elvis has
A
left
couple-
the building.
Couple months. What do you think?
I have a problem with him seeing that the whole black church scene,
Mhm.
knowing what we know about, the songs that have been stolen or appropriated, or whatever you want to call stealing from other, from black artists during that time. That's just what they did. They all did that. But he got, hound dog, the straight up stole it from Mama Thornton.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know, there's multiple songs, and it's hard for me seeing that, knowing that, and then seeing it and coming to be in the church and all that other stuff. But I'm not the target audience, so it doesn't really matter. I'm saying, but it looks really interesting. It looks really well done. And unfortunately, I'm a movie buff, so I probably will still go see it. Probably will.
I mean, we'll probably watch it. Maybe we'll review it and stuff like that. But yeah, like you said, I forgot. So I put this on our Facebook group a while ago, and I know Will and Marvin were talking about stuff like that. The same thing what you said, where I was like, I think it's pretty well known now that what happened, with I don't know what you want to call it, appropriating or stealing. I mean, he didn't write. I don't think I don't even know if he wrote any of his songs.
His top 6 releases are like 5 of them are stolen from other people.
Just written, by a black artist, that was like, this is how I'm gonna play it. This is how I would sing it. This is how I would do it. And he's like, got it,
And then turning around and showing that within the church scene, that kind of really cuts me a little bit. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's straight up like Big Mama Thornton, who
it was recorded. It was literally recorded. Like it was released and recorded, like you saw.
Yeah.
And you made millions off of it.
Yeah, she man, you want to talk about real rock and roll, like, king. Her, oh man, I would love watching her, like, because I play guitar. I think I showed my guitar on stream before. So, I love guitar players, and once I found out about her, it was just like, oh boy, she was shredding that guitar, and she's awesome. But yeah, just straight up, like, from that. But Derby said, Austin Butler, Tom Hanks, interesting choices. Austin Butler's pretty good look overall as Elvis.
Great look. I mean, especially young. That was very good. And
even the older, where they make him look like older, a little bit chunkier and stuff like that. Yeah, that was pretty good. And then Tom Hanks completely threw me off because I wasn't expecting Tom Hanks.
Yeah, what? I heard it immediately when you first started talking about the story. But as an entertainer, he's an unbelievable entertainer, and I mean, it's definitely worth the movie. I just don't know if it's definitely my cup of tea, But I'll probably still watch it.
Yeah, because I mean, once I saw the revival tent kind of thing, I was like, oh, that's how they're gonna explain it. It's more, instead of just ripping off, I think is a good term. Instead of ripping off the music, they're gonna be like, oh, he's paying respect to it,
paying homage to what it is,
paying homage to it. Which
is where I grew up.
Two very different things.
How to sing in the church. This is what taught me how all the my moves and all the stuff. I'm giving respect, and it's a very thin line, and it's hard to determine what's what. So
yeah. I mean, he did have. I mean, I think it depends on like whatever culture you kind of go into is something like that. Sorry, this cat's bugging me.
Mhm.
Whatever culture you kind of are ripping off, you need to kind of have the acceptance of that culture to kind of do it. Eminem, you know,
But he has
great
respect.
example.
That,
But that's the thing,
yeah.
you know, it's like it wasn't just like, oh, here's this white guy, you know, trying to rap. It's like, oh, here's this white guy that is rapping and he understands.
He grew up here. He understands everything
Yeah.
that's going on, and
Yeah.
his story makes sense. And we gotta give respect because he's probably top 5 rappers of all time. Just like,
Yeah.
you know, like that's different.
So, you know, but it was a little different at that time, you know, like
Exactly.
you know,
Context is huge because
yeah,
able to do in the 90s and 2000s is totally different than the 50s and 40s. So
yeah. I'm sure if like even if like Buddy Guy or you know whoever came out and was like, oh, Elvis is legit, no one would have listened to you know a black man back then. You know, like just straight up, it's like you know their opinion wasn't worth that much. Where now, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still issues, but at least like
always issues, but you know, at
things
least
are
culture
there's
is
understanding.
followed by certain things. You know who the hip hop culture is the leading culture in society right now. So it's have a voice at least with that idea. And there's good things and bad things, but you know it's just different. And rock and roll, you know, it's thought to be and it started by Elvis, but as you if you've done any studying, it was been around much longer than that and came from blues. And there are a lot of artists that were doing this stuff a long time before, and all their music was stolen.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, straight up. I mean, even oh, why am I having such a brain fart? I did a report in high school about the electric guitar because like you know the person who got credit for inventing the electric guitar, which the electric guitar is like synonymous with like rock and roll, you know, and rock kind of genre. Forgot who was credited, but it was invented. The first actual electric guitar was made by you know African American guy way back, you know, a good like 10 years before you know I can't have such a brain fart of who it is. Also, I did this report in high school, so that's like 20 years ago at this
25
point.
years ago.
20 something plus years ago. So, but yeah, but when I found that out, that was like, I'm like, oh wow, that's really interesting, you know. And then that was kind of like, you know, because I already kind of knew a lot of it was, you know, like oh Elvis, you know, the king of rock, you know. But it was like, well, before that, you know. So, but like you said, you know, just movie wise, I know you're saying it's a biopic, you know, but I think movie wise, you know,
I'm going to enjoy just
gonna
watching
fluff
it
Elvis up.
yeah, just to watch it just as what it is. I know facts behind it, but I want to watch it because it doesn't mean the man, you know, didn't do some good, you know, didn't leave some good, didn't have a good story in itself too. Because he still did millions of people did flock to him no matter what. You know, he did have a tough life because of it, and the fame and fortune and the whole idea of the drugs and the alcohol and you know having a family and you know it all ties in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah. So the was it end of June?
June 22nd.
Yeah, and the next month. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we talk about it on the show. Probably maybe not that first opening weekend, but we'll probably squeeze it in somewhere and do it. Cool. You want to move on to another trailer?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So we're gonna watch another trailer. This one's not a movie trailer though. This one is a season trailer, and it is season 5 of Cobra Kai.
Let's go.
This dropped last week, I believe.
Yeah.
and then we're like, oh, we definitely gotta watch this trailer. Something like that. And I got so hyped. I watched it like a good 3-4 times because I was like kind of trying to catch little things. Cool. But yeah, let's just watch it.
Today is a turning point at Cobra Kai. Our competition has closed up shop. And the only thing better than a full dojo is a whole valley of full dojos. Come join us.
This is what we're up against. I know firsthand that Silver isn't afraid of putting kids in harm's way. And that's why I have to take him down.
You're playing with fire, Danny boy. And I am gasoline.
How could you take me down to Mexico and not mention we were coming to get Miguel? Do you even have a plan?
Of course I do. I'll ask around if anyone saw Miguel.
That's the big plan.
We all get shit wrong sometimes, but if you own up to your mistakes, you always have a shot at making things right.
Hey, we're not friends.
We never will be.
There's only one way to end this. You have to cut the head off the snake.
Badass. I told you not to play with fire.
Yeah. Hey, whoa, no. I didn't mean literally cut his head off.
Oh man, September, dude.
Oh man, that's so good.
It's so good. Like, I don't know, man. What was your first thoughts or anything that really popped out to you where you're like, oh shit, I can't believe they're doing that or this?
No, I mean, it told everything is exactly their characters do. They play the characters so well. You know, like going down to Mexico without a plan with your son who you just made up with to go get the guy that he was jealous of is the worst plan ever made by any person that ever made a plan. It's like literally the worst plan, and it fits perfectly. And then, oh my gosh, he said he said you're playing with fire. He says, and I'm gasoline. I can't wait to see how that works out. It's going to be epic.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I did not think Chosen was going to be in the series like this. I thought he had his little one and done kind of shot, with Danny, and now it's like I'm like, oh, you're going to be in the season, you're going to be an actual character, in the story. That's super cool, super cool. I mean, obviously that's how season 4 ended, but
yeah,
it's gonna be super really interesting. The actual released at midnight morning last Friday at event. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You're
at
right.
Midnight.
So
morning last Friday at the event.
Yeah.
The Netflix is a joke event. Yep, that's about right. That's probably why we saw it that Saturday morning because
you woke up and you're like,
yeah. So, oh man, yeah, it's really good.
How far
do you like?
Do you think they're going to switch a little bit? Do you think Danny's going to go too far?
Oh yeah. I think we said that last.
Here we go. Come back. And
he's going to go the deep end.
Johnny's going to be to bring him back and say, look, no, we have to have cooler heads. We have to plan this thing out. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think the story is going to set up for that because he's taking his son to Mexico, which I didn't see that happening. I thought he was going to leave his son behind and piss off I'm drawing Robbie even more. I was like, but instead they're bringing him with. I'm like, I like that because it kind of brings him for the journey and it kind of makes him understand like you and Miguel aren't that different. You know what I mean? But they're also so much the same that they can't stand each other type of thing. Mm-hmm. So that relationship is gonna be really good. But I think he's gonna learn to how to control hotheads and then come back and see that he's got a super hothead Danny that he never saw before. So he's like, oh shit, I just had to take care of these kids, and now you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I can see something like that. Like the journey is going to prepare him to come home and fight the big battle.
How far is Robbie and Miguel going to go? Like, do you think they're going to come back and still have the same? I think they're going to still have the same problems. It's going to take time for them. But, everything is going to depend on them figuring it out together. Everything.
Yeah. I think they're going to wind up becoming really good friends. I think. I think that's what's going to happen.
I think they're going to respect each other because when girls are involved, it's hard to become really good friends.
See, but they both got their own girls now because I think Robbie is kind of done with who's it? Samantha.
Right?
Yeah. Kind of done with her because he's got Tori, and then Tori and Samantha got their whole thing going. It's like
that's because, and I think that's what's going to cause the problem. I think before they get back, Tori's going to tell Sam I don't know if I really deserve this.
Yeah.
I think they're going to make up before Robbie and Miguel.
Yeah.
And that might cause problems.
Yeah. I mean, don't forget, it is basically, my girlfriend always makes fun of it. It is basically a CW show on Netflix, which I have no problem with. It's a bunch of high schoolers with stupid drama, and then insert Cobra Kai and karate and shit. So I didn't think I was gonna like the show as much as I did, and
my dojo. That's gonna be the other thing.
Yeah. This show is turning out to be one of the best things Netflix. They didn't even start it. It started off on YouTube, dude. It started off on YouTube Originals. Like YouTube was like, hey, let's bring back this. And season 1 and season 2 were on YouTube Red or YouTube Original. Mm-hmm. And then once they kind of finished that, Netflix, bought the rights and
That's a good idea. Let's take this and let's put some money behind it.
Which is they put money. You put money behind it, and they're doing it, man. I'm loving it. I am loving.
How you feel about Miyagi Claw Dojo?
They're gonna figure out a new name. It's just
watch it.
And I mean, one thing right.
That's their new
name. Man,
it's fun.
The new name. Yeah, they gotta do something good. Like Miyagi Kai or something like that. I think of eventually, or bring Cobra Kai and Miyagi together.
I don't know. I think Cobra Kai until. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything else, but I think there's going to be some things that are going to happen that's going to cause. I don't think Danny and Johnny can do it can take them down. Cannot take him down, and I think it's going to take somebody else to do that.
Yeah. Which I know who you're talking about, and we didn't see him at all in the trailer. We saw one little clip from season 4, and that was it. No new footage or anything. And I know I don't want to ruin it, but I think that's what's gonna happen. But I just I
think Chosen might go on the other side.
That would be interesting. I didn't even think about that. That he's like, oh, you're too weak.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not strong enough to run it, and then make another dojo or something. Or he joins Cobra Kai or makes a whole nother dojo.
I could either one, but I could see him fighting with Cobra Kai because at least they're fighters. At least you're going to fight for what you want, and then all 3 of the other ones kind of have to come together, and then you could say Miyagi Kai because he finally joined everything up together.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. I can't wait. This was a surprise trailer when it dropped, and I like it. I like it. I mean, Netflix needs to do something because they're losing a bunch of subscribers, so they need to remind people like, hold on, don't forget, we also got this. Yeah,
that's it. Still, it's okay.
Yeah. Remember you?
Not just Ryan Reynolds. That's how.
It was basically Ryan Reynolds and another person that we're gonna watch in a little bit. Adam Sandler.
Yep.
And we got more than that.
We only have Adam Sandler, Ryan Reynolds, and Stranger Things, guys. That's all we got. Sorry.
Yeah. Basically. Cool, man. So we're for sure gonna watch this and do, we'll probably do something similar to what we did this past time. maybe do something like that. But we're definitely gonna break down the episodes or the season and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. But anything else before we move on?
Just can't wait.
Yeah, definitely can't wait. Cool. Let's move on to the next trailer. All right. So we already watched one Netflix trailer. Might as well go on to another Netflix trailer. Let's see what we got. We got Derpy saying, I swear if they bring what's her name from the disaster that was part 4, I'm not watching it. She's more annoying than Kwan. Well,
Johnny. Oh yes, I remember that. That was not good. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that though.
I'm trying to remember her name. Not the girl that trains in the new Karate Kid that Miyagi was training.
No. So
was it? I can't remember.
The girl that they were fighting over, him and Chosen were fighting over.
Oh, that's not from part 4 though. They already kind of fixed that because is she married?
Oh, no,
you has kids and shit.
About Hilary Swank. You're right.
Hilary Swank.
Yeah,
yeah. I didn't even watch that one. So I don't know.
Oh, Hilary Swank was terrible.
Yeah, because I know Mr. Miyagi is in and trains her, but I don't know if she knows about Danny or Danny knows about her.
It's coming though. You're probably right.
Yeah, the next Karate Kid. Yeah.
But that's coming.
Great. I believe so. I mean, she's definitely the biggest name out of all of them, for sure. I don't know. I wonder if anybody's even talked to her. I mean, she hasn't done anything in a long time. I mean, she's literally won an Oscar, but
they said this is definitely a possibility.
Yeah. Well, see, April 9th, 2022. So not that long ago. This was on vulture.com. Hilary Swank could be coming back as Julie Pierce on Cobra Kai. Oh yeah.
I mean, because we didn't hear about Terry Silver that much before the series started. So I mean, this Hilary Swank thing could be real.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, she would be by far the biggest name attached to it. So I don't know if Netflix needs to shoe out a lot of money that they might not be wanting to.
Hilary Swank hasn't done anything in a long time. She should be thinking her name.
But she also walks around with that Oscar. It's like I'm sure like she wears it like around her neck like fucking Flavor Flav.
That's fun.
But yeah, I guess the creators were like, maybe you'll see her. I don't know. So
that's what they're gonna do. I mean, it's going to happen, but
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyone know what the hawk was in the movie? And you know what the
Fukin Hawk was for in that movie? I have no idea. What? Yeah,
I have no idea. I never seen it. I might have to watch it just to get fully caught up with it.
You don't want to watch it.
No, it's that bad.
She's on the rooftop and with the boy in the hall. Yeah, I have no idea. Trust me, it made no sense at all. I have to say because it's caged, just like I was caged, and I know what caged bird sings, and that's it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah. But yeah, it's a Yelp good series. It was fun while it lasted, boys.
No, I mean, I think she could be the one that comes out with the whole Sam and Tori that brings them together.
I can see that. Like, can you imagine that though? She comes in and like Sam's kind of have like identity crisis, and she's like, "Hey, listen, your dad isn't the only hot shot, that was trained by this guy.
Let me show you how to do this." And
yeah. I can see something like that. I wouldn't mind that, and then having like because right now it's Tori and Sam that are trying to figure it out, But there's no like if they had like a mentor that was also like a female and like really bring in like
I wouldn't be
female power.
Sam totally just gives it up. She lost
again.
Gives it up again, and it takes Hillary Swank to come in and say, "Hey, no, you need to face what you're talking about, and not necessarily fight Tori, but go to Tori and talk to her and figure out this thing, heal."
You mean do what your best friend said to do in season 4?
Yeah, exactly. We went to her house and when she was like, "This is all you need to really do: make her your friend."
Yeah.
She's like, "You don't know what you're talking about, you silly girl."
I'm gonna do the complete opposite.
Yeah, you're right. I should mess her up. It's like, all right.
Yeah. He goes, it's pretty close to Howard the Duck bad. Like, hey, watch it. Howard the Duck is a classic.
It is a classic, but it's not great.
It's not a good classic.
I will watch it still. But that's just...
Yeah. I think if they do that, and they'll probably save that towards the end of the series, probably. I think.
Yeah. It might not even be this season. It could be next season, but it could be this coming up season because when there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. All right, now let's move on to the next. All right. So the next one, another Netflix trailer. This trailer just came out, but I believe there was one a few months ago. We have Adam Sandler coming in as Hustle. That's the name of the movie. So, and also he's a big basketball kind of guy. So
they're the working title. Older white men can't jump.
Right. Or like white men can't jump, they coach or something like that.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah. Ask Steve Kerr. All right.
Good. Good.
Let's watch this.
Taking me to see basketball or bare knuckle boxing? We do everything. I'm Stanley Sugarman. I'm a scout for the 76ers. So you're 22 years old because you can't be in the draft if you're over 22.
Yes, I'm 22 years old.
Who's this?
It's my son. How old is he? He's 10 years old.
Okay.
Miss Philly thing. There's room to grow there. I want to coach someday.
Do you love being away from home all the time?
Best chance to win in here is with you out there.
What the hell am I still chasing this for?
So you're just gonna give up on your dream?
Been in this league for 30 years and it's like I'm nothing. Look at this guy. You come to Philly, your whole world's gonna change overnight.
I gotta work. My mom and my daughter, they mean everything to me.
Salary's $900,000.
He will call in sick.
In all the years I've been doing this, have I ever reacted this way? He's raw. We train him, get him in NBA shape. What do you say? It's not gonna happen, Stan. You just gotta get back out there.
You know, I haven't been home on my daughter's birthday for 9 years running.
I'm not asking.
The Sixers don't know you stashed her.
Being the guy who finds the guy matters in this business.
No thanks fire you for this.
I just want to make sure I do what's right for the kid. He's got a daughter to support.
You got a daughter to support.
Where are you from?
Spain.
Sounds weird. You think you can stop me? Welcome to America. That wasn't him. That wasn't even close to him.
I fly home tomorrow.
Is that what you want to do? Hey, do you love this game? I love this game. I live this game. Let's get to work. The draft is in 6 weeks. If we're going to do this, we got to do it ourselves. No doubt about it. That kid's got it. You need a hand up? You don't need nobody's help.
We need a spark.
This is all for you, pal.
It's for us.
Okay, it's for us.
Bam. Next month.
I really like that already. I am excited to see this.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler pisses me off so much because he might be a better dramatic actor that he how funny as funny as he is, he might be better at being dramatic. His dramatic movies are epic, almost all of them. I mean, I'm even Spanglish. Like,
yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad.
He does anything dramatic, it's good. He's amazing. And half his funny stuff is crap. So I'm just saying, like, he has a better track record.
Yeah, I mean, as he got older, the funny stuff wasn't funny anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you can't run around and be Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison anymore. You know, it's like that only works to a certain age. So,
hey, that line at Billy Madison is like still one of my favorite lines in all cinema.
Which one? There's so many.
The one that when they're doing the test or the decathlon, whatever, and he gets that long. They give that question, and he gives that long answer, and the judge says no.
Yeah.
At no time in that incoherent rambling did you even come up with almost a complete idea. You're awarded no points.
Yeah,
may God have rest on your soul, or whatever.
Yeah,
it is the greatest line ever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There's
we're all dumber now for listening to you.
We're all dumber now. Yeah. Yeah. There's this part right in the beginning of that one where he's taking a bubble bath and there's the faucets. It's in the shape of a swan. He's like, stop looking at me, swan. I still say that. Because sometimes the dog just stares at us, and I'll say that. And I don't think my girlfriend knows where it's from. I'm like, because it's such a very quick, silly part. It's not amazing. But I always do that. And that one, and the part where he's studying for the test.
Yep.
And every correct answer, his girlfriend gets naked, but then he gets one right, and it's Chris Farley. It's Chris Farley goes, that is correct. Does the little mouth thing. I was like,
oh man.
So yeah, poor Chris Farley. I think once we all lost Chris Farley, I think something changed in him.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, peeing your pillow. Sorry, good.
Peeing your pants is the coolest.
That's right.
Love that.
Yeah. But I when we all lost Chris Farley, I think Adam Sandler lost something too that made them made him a little funny, because after that he had a lot of issues with that too.
But Waterboy came out. He still had a lot of hits that still were coming out at the time.
Yeah. No, I agree, but he admitted it's once he was able to deal with it, he wasn't in a good place, because they were like best friends, and I can see how something like that bothers you, where you're like, I didn't help my best friend when he needed me the most.
I should have known,
either knowing or unknowingly. It's you're still I should have known. I could have stopped him. I could have saved him. So stuff like that sucks, but some of those Chris Farleys are still, some of the best stuff. Yeah, my mom said. I went up watching that the other day. It was randomly on TV. I'm like, oh, I'll watch Waterboy.
But that's how a lot
and
of
also,
yeah.
Said a funny story. My friend online, father met Adam Sandler while filming this at his work. That's cool.
That's really cool.
I heard that he's right. But I heard Adam Sandler's pretty cool though. He's a pretty chill guy, down to earth kind of guy. So that's
you
cool.
Don't believe the hype about yourself.
Right. Yeah. But I'm excited about this one. This one looks really good. This one looks really good.
Yeah, he is amazing as a dramatic actor. That's just what it is. When he just could be a little funny, but really just has that about him. Uncut Gems was amazing.
Oh, yeah. That was how he didn't win an Oscar or anything. No, you're wrong,
Colonel Sanders. Something's wrong with his medulla oblongata.
I was gonna say, how many people like learned what a medulla oblongata was because of that movie?
Me,
so, like you went,
definitely.
yeah. Some people are like, that's real? That's a real thing? We got Gerald Howard.
What's up?
You, what's up? Just happy.
Go to your home ball. Why don't you want to go to your home ball? Oh my god. And Chubbs. Oh my god. That's so
Chubb. Yeah.
But even I'm saying the dramatic movies are good. The ones that aren't just straight comedies are good. I mean, 50 First Dates is a really good movie.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many of those. I told you I saw
The Wedding Singer.
The Wedding
Singer is a classic.
It's funny, but it's not like one of those his comedies. It's not just totally stupid. It's a good story, makes sense. I like it. Yeah. So
yeah, I think those movies with Drew Barrymore are kind of where he started kind of going funny and serious, like the rom-com, and then I think that was like the change in everything.
And he realized he could act everything.
Right. The Price is Wrong. I think don't I have a soundbite?
We had Bob Barker.
Yeah.
The scariest thing is when Bob Barker opens his eyes and sits back up like this is Undertaker and grabs somebody's neck. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Those I can't even say how many times I watched those movies. Those were just so good.
The top of mind. I mean, it's just he's hilarious and he gives good content. So I mean, he's a good actor now. That's what's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, he signed this giant freaking major deal with Netflix, and majority of them are good. You know, his funny ones are not good. Like,
not good at all.
Was it Hubby Halloween, whoever the hell that was? That was, oh my god, that was hard to watch.
But Rain Over Me was good.
You would not make a jacket.
Rain Over Me was good with him and Don Cheadle. I said Uncut Gems was really good. Spanglish was really good. I mean, Punk Drunk Love. I mean, Click was pretty good.
It was good.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, these are like, yes. I mean, what is it? Bulletproof with Damon Wayans.
Oh shit, yeah. Forgot about that.
You know, I'm just saying, like, these are The Longest Yard was good. That wasn't a comedy. That was good.
Yeah, I mean that was a remake though. So I mean the original was good. So that one was probably gonna be good too.
But I'm just he does good in these dramatic roles. He's an actual actor. So I'm going to enjoy watching this movie. And it does seem like Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what he said.
Air
Right
Up There. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocky meets basketball. I think you ever seen Air Up There? You know, when this little guy, he's a scout, goes to Africa and finds this 7-foot guy who's like the most amazing basketball player that anyone's ever seen. But he has to play in a basketball game against this other tribe to make sure it was okay at home. And then he brings it into the United States and he's like everything. He's like Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this. What this is like.
Who was was that the one with Billy Crystal?
No. So which one was Billy Crystal?
There's another one, Billy Crystal, basically the same story.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, I'm not making it up, right?
No, you're not. I remember Air Up There because of the basketball, because it was actually pretty good. It was pretty good basketball. Oh, that's Kevin Bacon. That's what it was. It was Kevin Bacon, who was the coach that found him.
Oh, damn. Yeah. That was a long time ago. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely not a new story. It's been told before, because I'm like, I've seen this story before, but it doesn't make it a bad thing. It's good. I mean, stuff like that's always, especially it's gonna be relevant now since the NBA has so many like international players. So it's way more, relevant now. Before you would have like one or two guys like from random countries,
Now you have, I mean, the top. I mean, the last two, Jokic has been MVP twice in a row. Before that, it was Giannis. You know, there's the top 10. I'm gonna guess 4 of them are international. That's how good the international players are now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, remember it was back in the day. It was just for us. It was like Kukoc. That was it. You know,
Well, you always had
and
King Olajuwon, but once again, he played basketball in the United States. These guys are coming as adults. You know, Doncic, not Doncic. You know, and these guys are amazing professionals at 14, 15, 16 years old. So it's changing. That's why I think this is good timing.
Yeah. The one scene where it's the old guy and he goes, you know, you can't be older than 22. He's like, yeah, I'm 22. Who's that? That's my son. He's 10 years old.
Oh, I love
that.
it.
That was pretty good. Because I'm like, people will try to do some shit like that.
Oh, what is his name? I can't. I always forget his name.
Who's that?
The basketball player.
Oh, that the one that they're doing.
Yeah, they did that part with.
I don't know.
I know his name.
I mean, there's gonna be so many NBA players.
Boban Marjanovic.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah, that's Boban. You know, in the commercials they say, you know, you think that all basketball players are tall, can reach things on high, and then the WNBA player plays and puts it down, and then Boban comes out of nowhere and gets something off the top shelf and gives it to her. That's, you know, Boban's everything. He's hilarious. He's like 6'5", 7'5".
Yeah.
7'5", 300 pounds. He's great.
Damn, 7'5". That's bonkers. That's bonkers. Holy shit. He goes, I don't know if y'all remember Big Daddy. That one was pretty decent from Big Daddy was cool. That was
very good.
Yeah.
I watched that like 2 days ago.
Did you? Yeah, Big Daddy was good. I would say that was his last of like the big comedies when he was younger. You know, Happy
Gilmore, Billy
Madison. And then
Waterboy.
Yep. Waterboy, Big Daddy. That's about it, because then Mr. Deeds wasn't that good.
No,
but it was all right, but it wasn't the same caliber.
The other one with all of them? The first big
was it Parents?
Yeah. What?
It was like
it was pretty good. The first one.
The
second one was terrible, but what was it?
Grown Ups.
Yeah, Grown Ups was pretty good. Pixels was terrible.
Hell, Pixels was horrible.
Blended wasn't good. But then you also got to add all the bedtime stories. I thought it was a good concept. It just didn't hit.
Which one?
Bedtime stories. Click was all right. Click was pretty good.
Click was good. The Zohan was pretty awesome.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah, That's My Boy was another one that was really good.
I hated That's My Boy, so can't say that.
Really?
But
it was
just like I did. I actually like Lil Nicky. It was
See, I thought Lil Nicky was so stupid.
It was so stupid. I can't argue with that.
Yeah. Well, the Murder Mystery was pretty good.
It was good too.
On, another Netflix. What was that?
Yeah, no, I agree. It was good too.
Yeah. They're making a second one, I think, a Murder Mystery 2. But yeah, there's shit. There's like one. Anger Management was really good too.
Lil Nicky was so weird. Yeah, it was weird. It was.
Yeah, and then also his Hotel Transylvanias, which are
when you add that into it, I mean that's why he's made so much money. Hotel Transylvania.
Every kid got to watch that. Oh, and then Airheads. I don't know if you ever watched Airheads back in the day.
Yeah,
I loved Airheads.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah,
wow.
It was man. Who's that? Brandon Fraser.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi. We have.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was when Brandon Fraser was in everything. Adam Sandler was. I think he might have still been at SNL or just started. That was really, really early in his career.
Yeah, I don't think he started Happy Madison at the time. Airheads.
Yeah. So, but that was cool. Also, Yeah.
Do we have anything else? Any other trailers?
Yeah, let's do one more trailer. I know we're going off on an Adam Sandler rant. Yeah. All right, let's do one more. Oh wait, Jack and Jill.
And then there's Jack and Jill.
Yeah. That was horrible. Oh my god. That's probably one of his worst ones ever, honestly.
He has a list.
Yeah. All right. All right, let's get on to our last trailer. All right. One last trailer of the night. This one's the big one. This is the one everybody's talking about. Everyone is I mean, I can't log onto social media and not see them talking about Avatar 2.
Yeah.
You know, was it The Way of the Water? Came out with Doctor Strange, so obviously everyone saw it. And I don't know, did anybody
talk about it afterwards? Let's watch it, and I want to see the reaction.
See what they say.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Here we go.
I know one thing. Wherever we go, this family is our fortress.
December. It's gonna be like ultra 3D plus whatever they have to do to charge another $20 to go see it.
All I know is I think I was just out of college when the first one came out.
2009.
Yeah, I was just out of college, and now I have kids, have a house, mortgages, just all things. Like, how do you wait so long in between movies? 13 years, almost 14 years is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's going to be exactly 13 years because it came out in December 18th, 2009, and this one, let me see, what day does December, October, December. It'll probably be the 16th because that's the closest Friday to the 18th. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because then it'll be almost exactly 13 years since that one.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just can't believe it's been so long. And you know what? It's probably a good story. Honestly, it's probably fine.
I mean, supposedly this is the beginning of the story that James Cameron wanted to tell back then.
Somehow it still took 13 years.
Yeah. I mean, Avatar took like 20 years, I think he said, because the technology wasn't there.
Yeah, so they didn't start writing it. Like, so the technology was there for a sequel, yet 13 years later, we're just getting it now. I mean, what do you think you are? The Incredibles 2? Like, we can't be having this stuff. This is ridiculous. People would be dead. I'm also confused why he has a human son.
Is it? I thought it was just one of the humans that stayed there. but I couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah, but he's like our family. He's like hugging them up and them stuff. I'm like, how is this? And then there's of the people on the human side now too. You know,
Yeah,
hunting them. So I don't know.
that's what it seemed like. I don't know. I mean, the trailer seemed a little. I wasn't sure who I was looking at sometimes, so I don't know where it's gonna go. But yeah, Derpy said Fast and Furious vibes. Not gonna lie, family. Yeah,
family in the leader. Family.
He said it only took half my life to get the sequel.
Amazing. How does it go that long? And I mean, it's going to break all records. Whatever Doctor Strange put or what Thor Love and Thunder, it's going to break all the records. Everything. It's probably going to take everything with Oscars too.
Probably not, because remember the first one didn't either, even though the first one broke all these records.
Well, they didn't do it. It did take everything for production wise. Everything.
Production, yeah.
And you know, creating the scene and imagery and all that. So they took all of those things.
It was I remember.
Did it take best film?
No, it was up for best film, but the Hurt Locker wound up winning that year.
Avatar was better than Hurt Locker. I don't care what you say.
I think so, but also Avatar, you know, James Cameron, Hurt Locker was directed by and written by his ex-wife.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, and James Cameron's not a big fan of the Academy. So supposedly that was kind of like a FU to James Cameron. Supposedly.
Yeah. We know who won.
Yeah. Yeah. The guy who's #1 movie of all time.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus the Hurt Locker. Which Hurt Locker was good, but I have to admit, like Avatar was way better.
Avatar 2 coming for the in-game booty. Hey, he's right. It's going to break all the records. I think it could break in-game records. Avatar
1 already broke that record. The first one.
I thought in-game broke the Avatar record.
Yeah, but then fucking Avatar is like, oh, hey, it's been 10 years. Let's do our 10-year anniversary. And then it re-released it, and then it took the record back. I was like, you dirty, dirty sons of bitches. You know?
Oh, man.
So, yeah, so it got re-released, and then it retook the record again. So Avatar is back at #1. I want to say barely, but it's back there.
Yeah, but it's probably like an asterisk around it.
How does that count though? How does a 10-year re-release still count towards that movie's all-time? I was like, that shouldn't count. Like what? So can Endgame just get re-released every year? And it just because I will see that thing every year in the theater.
I would too. I will see it right now. It should be like if you go see one of these movies, you get to see Endgame again in the movie theater for free and cry. We'll bring you tissue too. I'll cry every time.
Yeah.
So Avatar is at 2.847 billion and Endgame's at 2.798 billion. But definitely is an asterisk around it. Released twice. What's fourth?
Ooh, I don't know. Titanic's got to be up there, right?
Titanic is third.
Titanic's third.
Mm-hmm.
Another James Cameron movie.
What's
shit? I don't know.
Over the 2 billion. There's only 5 over the 2 billion mark.
Spider-Man?
Nope.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
We talked about this movie today, though.
Really?
We talked about it today. Yes.
Fuck, I don't know. Star Wars? Which one?
Force
Empire?
Awakens.
The Force Awakens? I can see that.
$2.070 billion.
I can see that.
And then fifth is Infinity War.
Infinity War. I'm like that one I knew had to be up there.
But if you did Infinity War and Endgame together, I mean, can you imagine doing a double release of that? Re-release them together?
Yeah, then they'll be 1 and 2. Easy.
Exactly.
But then look at that. Out of the top 5, Disney owns 4. Because now Disney owns Avatar.
Yep.
So, fuck it, that's crazy. Fucking Disney.
That's nuts. Yeah.
But also now they got supposedly. So James Cameron this is only the start of the story he wants to tell, because Avatar 3 is coming out in 2024.
Yeah, I'm like, are we gonna be alive still, guys? I don't know, because
Right.
the second Avatar was supposed to come out, and it was a 2016 or 20. I think it was 2016, and they kept on pushing it back, and something wasn't ready, and
Yeah. Like, yeah, they kept talking about it for a long time. But I think he filmed 2, 3, and 4 like kind of back to back.
But
But I think he has the story until 5. So he wants to go, if I could be wrong, I think he wants to go to Avatar 5. That was I think his goal. But it's also, this is what I read in like years ago.
Disney owns all 5 of them.
Oh, that
Disney
Titanic
owns-
must be Fox.
No, Disney. Disney was
Oh, no.
Paramount. Disney and Paramount together. Titanic, yeah. Avatar, we just said Disney has now. Avengers do. Disney has Avengers and Star Wars.
And then what? You said Paramount owns Titanic?
Paramount / Disney.
Really? Really?
Yeah. Disney owns all of them.
4.5 out of the 5. Jeez. That's why, man, like it's annoying that all the other shit people want to cancel Disney for right now is kind of silly. You should be worried about them owning the fucking world. That's what you really need to be worried about. But damn, do they not make everything so enjoyable? Like,
hey, you talk about Disney sucks, and then we all go to Florida. We all go to Disney World. We all go to something. Everyone goes to Disney Springs. I mean,
Disney Springs so much fun.
This is what everyone does. I mean, Disney owns everything. Between Disney and Walmart, that's like the world.
Basically, and Amazon now.
Exactly. Amazon, Disney, and Walmart, you're done.
Yeah. That's the way.
We'll throw Elon Musk in there too.
Yeah, we don't have to though. We don't have
to. That's great. Yeah, we don't have to. You're right.
Oh man, but
I'm ready,
man. Yeah,
I'm ready to see Avatar. I'm ready to see all these things. I'm excited to see what's going to come out of it.
Same. Cool. Anything else?
No. After 2 hours, I'm all set out.
Yeah, I know. Well, we started off talking about some random Star Wars rants. Again.
Star Wars, it was Star Wars.
There you go.
That's how we do it.
Disney, everything Disney. Oh, fun time. But cool. Yeah, let's end this here. So Derpy, we always appreciate you in chat, dude. Always appreciate it. Coming and hanging out. I think you were really the only guy in chat.
Yeah, Gerald Howard.
Oh, yeah, Gerald. What's up? Yeah, this is the first time I saw him in there. Chat over on Facebook too. So appreciate it.
Tell everybody that me and Brandon are going to do a couple of reviews. I'm going to do one with him tomorrow. Hopefully do one this weekend. And maybe if I, have everything on my notes written down and all my stuff ready to go for this Star Trek Picard season 2, I just got to get it done. I have like 4 pages of notes and I have to try to get it down. It was just like, I was doing it with my wife. She was like, that's too much. This is too much. Stop it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You got to figure this out.
Yeah, you get it, man. I would just record it and then you can edit it down. That's what I would say.
Right.
Record it, say what you gotta say, and then when you edit it, you're like, this is not that important.
Why am I still talking about this stuff? I mean, when I'm saying 4 pages, I'm like, for real. Like
legit.
This is like legit 4 pages of stuff.
Nice. Yeah. I think you might be overthinking a little bit.
Yeah, because
you know what, man. Just do it.
I'm gonna start talking about it, and I'm not gonna say about any of this stuff, and just say, all right, they'll like it. Yeah,
I did this. That's what happened with me with Our Flag Means Death. So,
no, we're gonna have this coming out soon. I'm gonna have those things, and Brandon's he's getting his microphone and his headsets. He's getting one ordered, so we're gonna do something with that soon too.
Nice. Cool, man. Can't wait to see that. And then, yeah, But we're gonna be back here talking about Halo again next week. Monday, I forgot what we said we're gonna do, but Monday we're gonna do a movie.
Yeah.
And then we got all the spoilers. So I'm gonna cut up the spoiler about Doctor Strange. So we're gonna get a bunch of spoiler talk Doctor Strange videos coming up in the next week. So that's gonna be super fun too. And but yeah,
and we're on the road to 200. So we got, we're gonna come out with something. We're gonna put our heads together this weekend, and we're going to make sure that we have something good for everybody, something useful with comments and everything on our videos, and pick out a winner. But if you get a chance, please click subscribe and definitely follow us, and join our Facebook group, and we'll keep on talking to you.
Yep. We are at 199 as of right now. How about that, man?
We're going to get something for this. So yeah, this weekend we'll have it together. So Monday, expect a video or something. We'll announce something.
Yeah.
Put some pressure on us.
Yeah. But cool, man. But let's get out of here and let's go to bed. I don't know about you, but I'm tired.
Me too.
But cool. All right, guys. We will see you later.
Thanks, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.